in all of these years,
That was the point at which I had to negotiate some new relationship with celebrity that wasn't going to destroy me, you know.
In the post-AIDS climate, women were starting to take the initiative, led, of course, by Madonna.
Women became a more powerful force.
Plenty of hype, Carla.
Both in a political way and a marketing way. Suddenly women were working. And in our economy, if you have a commercial impact on the marketplace, you have power.
And Madonna was determined to use that power. She was oversexed and over here. In fact, it was Britain where Madonna's career first took off.
I was at art college, and there was a lot of feminist politics at art college about not objectifying female form. And there was Madonna, who I kind of found a lot more inspiring.
So what I like to do is sort of take the traditional sort of overtly sexual, like, bimbo image and turn it around and say, well, yes, I can dress this way or I can behave this way, but I'm in charge.
Madonna took control of her own sexuality and used it as a weapon to break down barriers.
She was putting on these epic stage shows where she's, you know, rolling around on a bed, masturbating and wearing amazing outfits and seemingly being completely in control of her career, completely in control of the whole sort of image-making process.
Instead of projecting femininity, which has been done by every female artist since Judy Garland, she actually projected femaleness, which is tougher and more direct, more down home, hornier. And for that, I guess, I'm grateful. That she had to do it always. Why is it that the female artist always has to do it through the agency of her own body and revealing her own body? Why does she have no other resource?
I don't think Madonna did have to use her body. I think she chose to use her body. To me, she always used it in a sort of ironic fashion. I never felt she just splayed her body out there to be sort of desired and salivated over. I always thought she used mixed messages and she played with people's perceptions and expectations. There was always a strange spin whenever she revealed her body.
The whole idea of men being sort of chained to that work ethic. But that, I considered that to be the very masculine, male-dominant world, and my world was feminine. As well as there's the masculine side in me. That's why eventually I went into that world and I wore a suit and I had a monocle and I behaved as a man. The theme of Express Yourself is... I can't say it. It's a very crass... Well, it's very crass, but basically is that pussy rules the world. Okay, I said it.
In Britain, though, our version of the sexy girl was rather more sweet and innocent. Stock Aitken and Waterman had started out doing sexy club records. Now, they brought romance and innocence back into pop.
They weren't outrageous. That's the first thing. They were more normal than anything. Boys next door, girls next door. But I think they were sexy as a result. I mean, Kylie was demure, and I think there are ways of being sexy without actually putting traffic cones on your breasts and being a Madonna. You know, you don't have to be that overt about it.
All the time we were apart, I thought of you. You were in my...
Keep it clean. Doris Day I liked, and I suppose in a way, yes. I thought of Kylie a bit like that. If you're aiming at making a pop record which crosses the generations and the years, you've got to always aim and think at the youngest listener. Because the club music we were doing with Define was definitely for 18 to 25-year-olds. You know, that wasn't aimed at the younger audience. But when we were doing Kylie and Jason, it was.
But while the male stars of the Hit Factory seemed to be stuck in a sexless world, the girls had more freedom, even those who'd started out looking like boys.
When we got that high energy beat and then the flamboyant costumes and confident enough to actually sing it and perform it, I just think that was kind of the turning point.
And now the girls could be just as camp as the boys.
And we really did ring the changes with them, and they went the whole way on the image. It was high camp.
I loved them. I absolutely loved them. They had the videos with the boys in the shorts in the back. I was like, yes! Pushing them down. Then they had the comedy element, so you knew that they took themselves seriously, but not that seriously. They were fun. They were feisty.
But there was another secret to Stock Aitken and Waterman's success.
When we were starting, we were looking for ways of promoting, you know, finding the marketplace. That's what it's about. Where is the market for your record? We wouldn't make a record until we knew who we were going to sell it to.
Pop was about to be handed back to the fans. Ordinary people could now become stars.
Melanie and I were very streetwise. They'd never met anyone like us. We could stick up for ourselves.
They weren't middle class. They were kids off the street. They just wanted to go out and have a good time.
You'd have the boys back at the studio cooking up a track, and Mel and I in Topshop looking for an outfit. For Peter said they've got an attitude, that we need something tough to reflect their personality.
The 80s had created some glittering acts, but pop's great tradition of sexual ambivalence had had its day.
Oh, yes, I'm the great pretender.
The Grand Master of camp, Freddie Mercury, had always been the great pretender. But on the eve of his death in 1992, he announced he was gay. Freddie's kind of pretending died with him.
I'm lonely, but no one can tell.
In the 90s, you could be whoever you wanted to be. Girls could be girls, and boys could be boys. It was the age of people power, and anyone could step out of the crowd and be a pop idol.
The series continues on BBC Two next Sunday at 9. Also next weekend, the BBC's digital radio station 1Xtra celebrates the best talent from the UK black music scene. The Homegrown Weekend on BBC 1Xtra, available on DAB, digital radio, digital TV and online.